Hello and welcome to the Evening Flame series, or at least we're going to be starting the series today. And I'm going to be starting with a horizontal 20 by 16, and it's going to be on a Canson archival artboard. And I have a plan this time for this series. I have some thumbnails sketched out, which is very unlike me to have like a full series plan before starting, but there's going to be 2 horizontal pieces and 3 vertical pieces as far as layouts go, and 2 of them will be incorporating reflections into water, so that'll be fun. So we're going to start with the image that I have given a preliminary name, Lakeside. And I have a whole bunch of reference photos on the Discord if anybody is interested in seeing what I'm pulling from. We're not going to be following along specifically to the reference though. They are just going to be for inspiration, not an exact guide, because these aren't landmarks. So anyway, I'm going to be starting with a rough layout and then doing the sky as per normal. This is going to be a distant mountain with trees on top. Felt like this would be an appropriate series for camping season. That's the bank on the near side. Our campfire is going to be here. It's a foreground pine tree. Okay, now that I have a rough layout here, I think we can start working on the sky. Russian blue. First layer is going to be pretty dark, and then I'm going to put in some lighter color kind of to convey like Milky Way and stars and stuff like that. And there will be a fading sunset right in this area. Thinking this is where I need to transition to purple. Hello, Mocap. How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I could not stream last week because I had a gigantic shop update to manage, and I couldn't just keep on painting new paintings without getting that giant hunk of work done. So now that that's done, I get to start this new series of paintings, which is different, a little different and interesting, so I'm excited about it. And these ones are going to be all on whiteboard, so it'll be different than the last one for sure, which was all on wood. But yeah, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic about it. This is like day one, first session. I've never painted night scenes before, let alone a whole series of night scenes, but that's the way to do it because then I could really learn some stuff and see where we end up by the 5th painting. Right now it is quite a task to blend this gradient right here, but there are going to be some foreground trees that go all the way up, so that's going to save me a little bit of time with the blending. And then I'm going to add some like Milky Way vibes on the clouds here before I put in the stars, so that will help on the blending also to get it smooth. Okay. I think this should be dry enough because we haven't touched that in a while. Not sure if there's any getting rid of that glare. Maybe like that, but then I could barely see. Oh no. Nope. Dark paintings are hard. Hmm? Oh. This is cerulean blue that I'm adding in to give the Milky Way part a little bit of dimension. A little bit of a warmer blue. Prussian blue is it got red in it, I believe. Cerulean blue is like more green. Hello! How are you doing today, Dizorian? I'm just gonna put little hints of purple in here. And I just gotta make sure to blend it in really well. You been alright? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm starting a new series of paintings today that are going to be all campfires at either dusk or nighttime. And I think that's pretty cool for July. We're not in July yet, but this series should go all the way until the end of July is what I'm thinking. And so it's exciting, and I'm looking forward to like learning a bit. Yeah, all the reference photos are on the Discord. What I'm going to be pulling from. This is acrylic paint, actually. Yeah, what I'm painting might be easier in oils, but it'll be a little faster in acrylics because we won't have to wait for layers to dry at the very least. So if I can pull it off, that'd be neat. It's fast. It's fast. In fact, even that one dried faster than I was ready for. And you definitely have to have a plan of attack as you're going. I have not spent too much time with oil paints. I spent way more time with like glazes and acrylic paints. That seems to be how I roll. I also don't have a lot of space, So if I started painting with oils, I would have to lay them somewhere to dry. And between the dog and the kid and the small floor plan, it's just like there's nowhere to even think about doing that. Right? Unless you painted like really small. Even then you'd have to have like a rack. Sometimes it takes a month or something to dry fully. I mean, I don't know how long it would take to be able to stack something like that. Probably a bit. If you can even ever stack oil paintings, I'm not sure. I have my acrylic paintings stacked like vertically, like a vertical file, so they're not like laying on top of each other, but they are kind of like lightly laying against each other with some mat board in between each one. And I can do that within a day or so of painting them, which is nice. Yeah, a year. Yeah, I paint a lot of paintings in a year. Not quite 100, but a lot. And on this artboard stuff, it's like I can stack them like for really high. Okay, this Milky Way thing is starting to be convincing, which is nice. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. We're almost ready for stars. That'll be fun. I'm gonna bring a little bit of this down here. That purple blending is still bothering me a bit. Really happy with the colors. Like the Prussian blue Really worked out. Yeah, this here, I feel like I can do a better job. Yeah. Yeah, Prussian blue 100% over here, that color, and then it's just kind of lightening up. Put a little bit of cerulean blue in here, and then the red that I'm mixing with is cadmium medium. The other blue that I've been using a lot is phthalo blue, and I've been digging that as well. It is, yeah. Yeah, it is so strong though. Incredibly strong. And you know, as much as I try to use it, I think I use it at work more than I use it at home. Cerulean blue is like my go-to blue. I just use that more than any other, maybe even more than any other non-white color. Like, I go through tubes of cerulean blue. It makes awesome greens, makes awesome skies. It even goes into purple just fine. Is it expensive? Oh god, I don't know if I ever noticed. Worth it. God, I had ultramarine on me at all times for a while, and then I just stopped using it altogether. It's like I never touched the stuff. Gotcha. Cobalt teal. I feel like I've used that. Whoops. I feel like I've used that in like a cheap brand of paint before, so it probably didn't do it justice. But I think the bottom line ends up being that there's so many good blues that I just haven't worked my way through everything. And then, you know, you end up sitting on a mountain of tubes. But I like to try to stick with a color because once you learn how it mixes with everything else you use on a regular basis, it's like really handy to be able to just know. And then you know how to remix colors really much quicker. Yinmin blue. Oh my gosh, is that a warm blue or a cool blue? They say it's true blue, huh? Which means you should be able to get a decent green and a decent purple out of it. Interesting. Well, if I see it, I'll be sure to check it out because that's interesting at the very least. There we go. I'm a lot happier with that blend right there. I've never seen it. So, but primarily I've been shopping like Liquitex, Golden, and then Winsor and Newton are the brands that I've been buying the last couple of years. Gotta remind myself these are not clouds, this is Milky Way. So it does not have a top. It just has a flow to it, and the flow is going up diagonally through our composition. Up through here. Okay, cool. I think we can start some stars. You did use Liquitex. Yeah, basics I only buy black, but I do buy a few tubes of their like heavy body professional grade acrylic, which is some steps up from this guy, which this guy I use at work all the time. This is like my work paint. I don't think they would pay for much more than that anyway. And it does get the job done. It's like, it's fine. Especially for like temporary stuff. System 3, I have not tried that in Amsterdam. I have tried Amsterdam. This is a new thing that I saw that I have not tried yet. It's in like a squeezy. So that's funny. And it's this one I got is phthalo green. But I mean, you'll be able to get all the paint out of it, which is cool. But it's a very weird. It is also high gloss, which doesn't matter because I like do a matte UV coat on everything. But yeah, my God, high gloss. System 3 is by Daler Rowney.
Oh my God.
You can get other noses for it? Oh, how funny. So that you could like just squeeze it like a pastry bag? That's funny. How interesting. For abstract art? Gotcha. Okay, let's see. I need like a medium. This guy. I like using this funny little, it's like a long bristle flat brush for star spray. Get like a good amount of water going on. And then I need something else. This will work. Pretty good amount of water in the white. And then I feel like this is getting on my face just a little bit. I feel like there's a lot more control over the stars than if you were to do this other splatter paint methods. Although I did just get one in my mouth. Just saying. Yeah, I don't know. I've tried all of the different methods. I like that. Okay, now I'm just gonna add a few by hand. I did get some in my hair, which usually when I'm like over it, I get less on me, which is nice. Hoping those are dry by now. The worst is smearing one of those little guys. because it's very obvious when you do that. It's subtle, but I really like the addition of the cerulean blue to the Milky Way layers in the paint. It's obvious if you really like look at it. I dig that. Yep, stars are all dry now. And that's what I appreciate about the acrylic. Might clean up that guy at some point. Okay, I think we can leave those the way they are for a bit. Put some trees in. Gonna need some black paint, and I think last time I checked we were running out black paint. Still have some carbon black here. Black does go a long way. At least there's that. And I'm going to use a pretty firm flat brush for this. And we're going to start out with the Bob technique. The Bob Ross technique with the background trees. But I'm going to go back and kind of detail in a couple here and there. As the sky lightens up a bit, you can see the tree line a lot better. I think the area right in front of there needs to be just the hair lighter. Not a lot lighter, but just a hair. Let's check and see if that's what happens. No, it does not. It just stays dark, dark. Well, that's convenient. That's a lot easier. Because it's just that late. I'm just making it a slightly lighter color where the lake starts. Just to be able to tell whether I paint over that later or not, but it's pretty subtle. You can see it on stream, but it is subtle. Cool. All right, here we go. Painting a reflection upside down is not the easiest thing ever. You really have to pay attention. It's pretty though, it's looking pretty, so I'm happy with that. I guess all this part is going to be behind trees, so I don't have to worry too much. The foreground trees that we drew in earlier. There we go. Not bad. blending that line here and there. This is already really pretty. I'm digging this. Wonder, can we see it without a glare? Nope. Well, not completely without a glare. Oh well. It's like, I just don't know what kind of angle I would have to have. I guess I'd have to be pointing that way. Like that way, maybe. And then this light right here would have to come down. Right? Okay. That's better. If I had something, but I can't do that because I need to see the screen. This would be my primary light for like me. This guy right here. I guess that would be okay. Well, we could try it out. That'd be fine. It made me catch that blob of paint, which I want to get rid of, that blobby guy. Thankfully, the big blobs stay wet a lot longer. Just makes them easier to catch. Cool. Well, that's good. So with my new schedule that's happening right now, it looks like I'm going to be streaming more like from 12 to 3 on my Monday through Wednesday. Because I just keep on adding more stuff to my schedule, so it is what it is. Okay, next thing we need to paint is the foreground ground. And then we're gonna paint in the foreground trees. And I feel like, this is what I'm wondering about, how am I gonna convey the glowing from the fire here? Am I gonna paint it in after, or am I gonna try to use the transparency of the paint to use the luminosity of the paper to convey the glowing? Kind of like, you know, you would with watercolor. And that's what I'm deciding right now. Maybe a little bit of both. A little bit of column A. This is the fire that we are inspired by today. Put it like right, maybe like that big though. Just so that you can get the gist of it. It's pretty funny. Keep on using that flat brush for now. What's cool is it's gonna bring this warm red color over to this side of the composition too, which is what I like. There's like some little grasses and stuff on the bank, just to mix up that silhouette. It's not like immediately impactful or anything like that. I think what we'll do is we'll start out black for the foreground trees, and then we'll illuminate parts of them afterwards. Oh, bother. So I'm leaving a lot of that area white to kind of put in more of a warm tone. Adding some grasses here. They're just kind of lost to the shadows. Pretty small, just a couple bushels, clumps, areas, something like that. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Maybe. Let's see. If I do that, is it all better? Well, it's different. Then there's a little bit more glare on the bottom. Than on the top. But it's a compromise. So there's that. And now the camera's just my parrot. And that's okay. It's like almost the view that I have. As close as you're gonna get. Okay. I'm gonna take this soft point brush, and I think I'm gonna use my liquid black. I think I like it a little bit better than the carbon black. For this anyway. It's not quite as shiny also. Already the correct consistency. Okay, here goes nothing. I always think that when I'm putting a tree in. And it's like thicker, thicker, thicker at the bottom. I like starting at the top and working my way down because you can always make something thicker, but you cannot take it away. So with that in mind, I like starting at the top. And then just going and thickening up the side that I feel like needs to be thicker. This is not going to be a huge pine tree or anything like that. And then it's going to have an even smaller friend. Fly. That looks good. This has been my favorite pine tree foliage brush as of late. Might try to do time-lapse video of the other one because it's just so pretty. Wow. See if I can do it. See if I have an angle on it at all. We'll just see. It'd be nice, because then that would be another piece of content. Oh, I don't have my phone holder on because I have my gimbal. I had a gimbal attached here last time. Ah, switching camera equipment. It's a never-ending thing. Ooh, if I go from above, it might be a better angle. Doo-doo. Thing about doing this kind of footage is I always feel like I'm painting around the camera, which is just cray. It's cray. But it might be worth it. It's good looking. It's a good looking scene. I can tell the sheen difference between the paints. This won't matter because I am going to be doing a UV finish, a clear coat over the top of them. It will not matter. Typically, I don't like using shiny dark colors because they are so reflective and it's hard to reproduce. Hard to film. And if I really want something to be shiny, it can be shiny later. Like I can put a gloss finish on stuff, and that's fine. All right, let's see if I can do this thing. It'll be something. Get ready, get pumped. And now it's like, am I getting glare on this camera now? So I don't need a lot of light to do this, because I'm painting in black. I can see it just fine. There's no detail work right now. And then... is the camera on that side? No, the camera's on that side. Last time I tried to do a tree painting time lapse, I held the camera. Don't do that. Just don't do that to yourself. It's like not worth it. Oh wow. Oh, this is amazing. I can do it, I think, without blocking either camera view. Woo, that's like next level. do, although this is bowing. Gonna have to be light. Little baby friend tree. I want to put in like little sticks, the little sticks in. I don't know why my time-lapse video stopped out of nowhere. Annoying. Okay. I feel like that's probably good. I like the shapes that that's making. It really is like pointing in this direction. Let's see, did that capture footage? Okay, good. It did. It's a little bit weird how it did it, but I'll take it. Learning process. Okay. Let's see, what time are we at? We're at 2:40. We're supposed to wrap up at 3 because we're going to be painting from 12 to 3. But this is a good stopping point. We could definitely finish this up by tomorrow. Probably start the next one tomorrow also, is what I'm thinking. Totally attainable to finish this one up and start the next 16 by 20. I guess what we'll do is we'll start a horizontal one so I don't have to like finagle with everything midstream. And then next week we'll do verticals. We'll do all the verticals. But if we can get 2 16 by 20s done a week, that would be real sweet. So we'll try for that. But thank you for hanging out and watching the beginning of this painting. I think it's going to be called like something Lakeside. I don't like doing single word titles. Something Lakeside in the Evening Flame series. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at 12 Pacific Daylight Time.